Hello everyone, we have a KOC2 Pantryverse episode here today. We're here over all the way in World Japan. We have a big old show. And with me, we got Ian. Ian, what you got going today?
Not much.
Well, that's a good way to start the day, I'd say. Why, yes, we have days off. How could you tell? But either way, we got an 8-match card where we have some of the craziest matches and then some other stuff. We'll have some people come in later on here and there. But until then, we'll just start with me and Ian. Our first match we're going to start is Shinsuke Z Yamagasa versus Richard Slinger. Now, what do you know about these guys?
Don't really know much about either of them, really.
I can help with that, hopefully. Shinsuke Z Yamagasa was a young boy who graduated to debut in 01. Then around 2005, 2006, just retired.
Oh wow.
So he just kind of was around and retired. And from what I see here, his gimmick seems to be that he's a fan of baseball. There's probably more about him that I don't know, but this is just glances of what I can find. Or am I thinking of Fuyuki Takahashi outside of the baseball stuff? But Shinsuke Z Yamagasa, he kind of had a career where didn't really go far, but he tried. Now, speaking of going as hard as he can, but never got far, Richard Slinger. He's the Jannetty of the Gordy family. He's related to Terry Gordy. Was a frequent undercard talent for foreigners to face some of the undercard, young boys in All Japan in the 90s, until joining with Scorpio and Vader in Noah. His biggest highlight match, I would say, was the Departure 2004 Tokyo Dome show, where him and Too Cold Scorpio beat Akitoshi Saito and Makoto Hashi, with Richard Slinger making the victory pin. Not Scorpio, it was Slinger.
Nice.
And his theme song, I can't remember which song it is, but I know the band was AC/DC. So he likes AC/DC. He likes the dad rock. And then I remember they made like a type of feud with him against Team Chaos because he like betrayed them in 2004, 2005. But it didn't last long because in 2005 he retired, never holding a championship.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a shame, but some wrestlers are lucky to even get some. This goes to show, like, yeah, not everyone gets their dream when it comes to this profession. But here we go. We got young boy, like what I was saying about how some of the young boys in All Japan to test themselves, they fought Richard Slinger, and we're seeing that happen here in World Japan, of all places. You think Yamagasa has what it takes to take on Slinger here?
Probably.
Well, he's got a big obstacle. Because I've seen from some of the matches, the young boys in World Japan have been doing very good in terms of crowd reaction.
Which is weird, because we had no fucking clue what the hell World Japan likes.
Apparently, they like young people. I think it's also because with younger wrestlers, their moveset is very limited, and the types of moves they do are what the World Japan fans like to see.
Yeah.
Like, for example, high-flying junior heavyweights, they probably don't like him as much. Hey, Rasta, welcome. We're on match 1.
Yeah, they like the more grounded, basic wrestling.
Yeah, I could see that. I didn't know what venue, but I looked at the card and I thought Sumo Hall would be a good one. Is that a good pick, Rasta? Oh, he's on mute, so I don't know if he's typing something out to us or setting up a soundboard for us. But either way, we got this here. Big old drop kick. Little Boston Crab. Drop toe hold. He's got all the nice moves here. Richard isn't happy. He just threw him out. Oh, he's kicking him. Onto the concrete also. Can you believe this? The audacity of this man. Like, Ian, if someone did that to you, they threw you out of the ring, would you let them do all that violence on you too?
If I could help it, no.
Yeah, that's... Well, at least we're seeing Yamagasa make a turnaround. Big old flying crossbody. German, but a rope break. Richard's got him in a lot of... Oh, he's got a bridging German. Oh, he's got... This is a very competitive match here. You love to see it as the opener. Because you know how some people always worry that the opener is going to be a squash or something, or boring.
Yeah.
No, here in World Japan, we love competition. Because we don't know what the fans want, so we have to make everything competitive in hopes they like it. I'm sorry, it's like the World Japan crowd is so weird, but we have noticed a few things thanks to the Pantryverse. Number 1, they love Koto Fuyuki. Number 2, they love Fatal 4-Ways.
And number 3, they love the Young Lions.
That's right. Oh, that's a great fisherman suplex. Almost got him.
You would think Old Fuck Pro would work the best in World Japan. Nope, they only seems to really work in Noah.
The only Old Fuck Pro they like is if the Old Fucks are limited. Like with Choshu, that's don't know about Choshu. What a move. That's gotta be it. And Richard Slinger with the victory. I don't know about you guys, but I think that was a pretty good match.
Yeah, same here.
The question now is, will it get over 70%? It has to, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that was a good match. I mean, I hope it does.
And the
64.
WJ crowd once again does its best to disappoint me. Well,
one thing I know about Richard Slinger is that he had the funniest name for a finisher ever.
What was it, Sling Blade or something?
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
That is oddly specific. Well, our next match, we got another veteran versus young boy. We got Masayuki Kono versus Mighty Inoue. Now, this match is going to be interesting, hopefully. So, Ian,
Hopefully.
what do you know about either competitor?
Not much.
We'll fix that.
I've gotten into Puro, but it's like there's still a lot of it that I don't really know much about. Like World Japan, I had no clue ever existed.
Howdy, boys. What's the score?
Hey, Zach. We're on match 2. The first match, Richard Slinger defeated Shinsuke Z Yamagasa, 64%.
Dirty Dick!
That's right, Dirty Dicky Slingy. The Dirty Dick Slinger.
Oh, if we can talk college football for a bit, did any of y'all watch the Georgia Mizzou game yesterday?
I didn't get a chance to see that. Who won?
I think Georgia won because the one time I looked at it in the third, they were ahead.
I know LSU didn't do good against Alabama. So Oklahoma State made a great upset over Oklahoma.
Yeah. I was briefly talking with Landrews and Gunny and Forrest about sports last night in the Utopia, and I basically read this man Boris getting all type of pissed about the LSU game. He said,
Georgia beat Mizzou 30-21.
Oh well, Missouri made Georgia sweat, so that's good for them. Like, I don't expect you to beat them, but I expect you to, make Georgia sweat. I'm looking at some of the scores now.
How Colorado did, because it's like now that
Oregon State won.
as I would say, is now that people seem to figure out what Coach Prime's doing with that team cannot do a damn thing anymore.
Yeah,
How,
they like
how the
people are
fuck
joking
do you
that
lose to
Sanders
Oregon
got
State?
exposed. I think it's just down to he was facing easier teams, non-conference teams.
And the fact is, it's a brand new team. When he took over, he essentially gutted the entire program.
Yeah, so but hey, last year Colorado had 1 win. This year they have 4.
And
No
four.
matter what, even if they lose the rest of their games this season, that is still an improvement. But oh yeah, with this match, who do you guys want for this one?
Uh,
Kona.
I got one for Kono.
you, what are the options? Mighty Inoue and Masayuki Kono?
Yep.
Yep.
You know what? Give me Mighty Inoue for the upsets.
All right. Like with Inoue, he's a former, I believe, a former junior heavyweight champion with All Japan, the All Japan junior heavyweight title. While Kono, he was a young boy in All Japan, left to do kickboxing, came back, joined Voodoo Murders, part-time wrestler. He still is like competes in All Japan here and there, like 2-3 matches a year, under the Voodoo Murders stable.
Yep, like you'll see him for a Voodoo Murders reunion, and that's about it.
And nothing wrong with that. While Mighty Inoue retired in 1998, became a referee, joined in Noah as a referee before just full-time retirement.
Kono is actually champion.
He's what?
He's a champion.
Oh, what belt did he win?
Right now?
He won the 10U Project 6-man Tag Team Championship.
Oh, who are his partners?
Yusuke Kodama and Kuma Arashi.
Okay.
That's
I think I've heard of Kuma Arashi before, but the other guy, I'm getting a blank.
you have heard of Kuma Arashi before. I don't know where, but I'm sure you have.
But either way, Rasta, who do you got for this match?
Inoue got the experience, but Kono had that big upset against Fukuyumeji. So this is just a test to see if he can handle stuff well. You know.
Yeah, I could go with that.
I technically think Mighty Inoue is going to be the one looking for the upset, because Masayuki Kono should technically be higher up on the card than Mighty Inoue would be.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Kono is higher up because, like, if I remember correctly from watching other Pantryverses, he's winning a lot of his matches and actually getting further and further up the card.
That's right. Kono has been one of the most successful young boys in King of Colosseum 2 simulations we've done. But at the same time, never get cocky.
Oh, have all heard the NHL might be changing pretty soon?
Like a new league name altogether, or
No, not a new
teams?
league name. Not a new league name or teams, but changing how what the players wear.
Oh, because of that
What
incident?
happened, what happened in the what happened in the Elite League? A lot of players now are pushing for more neck protection.
Oh yeah. Did that guy get like any type of punishment for that whole incident?
I don't think so, because I think they did rule it completely accidental.
Well, I'd like him to at least, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Show a lot of contrition to the family or something. Because that is a terrible incident. So
Yeah.
I could see people looking at that and saying, like, involuntary manslaughter. It was that scary. But either way, Kono with the victory. Okay, I'm starting to question the crowd here. Are you not entertained?
World Japan does World Japan things.
Well, we got a tag team match coming up next. We got Yoshiaki Yatsu and Mitsu. What was that, Zach?
Remember, if they knew what World Japan wanted, they wouldn't have hired us in matchmaking.
Yeah, that is true. I forget that little quote. But we got a match here, a tag team bout.
Always remember that when dealing with World Japan.
No, it's funny. I actually turned on World Japan just to see if that was actually the quote. So I actually had my Google Translator on while I was going through World Japan's opening, and that actually was the quote.
That's great. Okay, Rasta, for Hirai, do you want him as Mitsu Hirai Jr., Crusher Bam Bam, or Nobukazu?
Let's do Crusher Bam Bam.
Alright. So this team of Bam Bam Hirai and Yatsu will face Heath Herring and Ogasawara. Kazuhiko Ogasawara.
What in the fuck?
I don't know about you guys, but I think the Ogasawara and Herring are going to win this match.
Yeah, obviously.
And what should he wear? The gi or no gi?
Put him in the gi. Gi is cooler.
Okay. Let's fix that to World Japan. And Sumo Hall is good, right?
Yep.
Okay, making sure, because I was asking, I didn't get a response earlier because you're on mute or something.
Yeah, he gave a thumbs up emoji and had the yep soundboard going. So
Oh, okay. I am very deaf today.
But, yeah. Going back to college football for a hot second, I don't think Georgia should have let Mizzou get as close as they did.
Yeah, Georgia has been not as dominant as they were last year, but they're still really darn good. Because the teams are far closer than what it was before in terms of competition.
Oh, yeah.
It's when Georgia faces, say, Alabama or LSU, and that's when you gotta keep a big eye on Georgia.
Oh, hey. Hey, Jug's here.
Hey, Jug, welcome. You're on match 3 right now. Got Heath Herring and Kazuhiko Ogasawara versus Yoshiaki Yatsu and Crusher Bam Bam Hirai. We had 2 matches with young boys versus veterans. The first one I thought was really good, but the crowd hated it. And the second one I thought, hey, Kono won, they should like it, but the crowd hated it even more. So we got a stingy audience. But yeah, here we go.
Dun. 2001.
That's right. It's just funny because at this time frame, if I recall, like the 01 show that Yatsu was at, he came out to the Back to the Future theme song. I don't remember what he came out to in World Japan, but I don't think it was, 2001 Space Odyssey.
Oh, by the way, I've seen 2001. That is a freaky ass movie.
Oh yeah, Stanley Kubrick knew how to make movies look like acid trips without even having acid. Speaking of that,
I think the best modern version for him, modern contemporary for him is Wes Anderson.
I could see that.
Because Wes Anderson's movies are weird.
But you were gonna say something there, Zach?
Andrews is right, because look, Kubrick makes Wes Anderson look stone cold sober.
Well, with Jug here, how's your day, man? I don't know if he typed anything out yet.
There's a few video games that honestly could have given Stanley Kubrick a run for his money. Like Katamari Damacy, that was like the biggest acid trip video game ever, and even the developer said it's like, funny enough, we weren't on acid when we made this.
What about Killer 7? That's a real acid trip.
Yeah. It's funny how many Japanese-made games are just like these really weird things that you would swear drugs were involved in, and everyone comes in and it's like, were they enough? No.
Yeah, at that point you could just say they went to Thailand for a vacation and came back.
I have to say, I wanted Killer 7 to focus more on the blind kid because he was legit interesting.
Oh yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes movies do that, where one of the side characters becomes like they steal the show.
Killer 7's
Like with the
a Suda 51 game worth.
I don't remember anything anymore. How you were wording it made it sound like a movie.
Oh god, Suda 51.
They were
Yeah.
the lollipop chainsaw people, right?
Yep, he was
Yes,
the lollipop chainsaw
he
guy.
got his start. He got his start in pro. He got his start with Fire Pro.
That's right. He was
The
the one
first
with the storylines with, like, say, after you beat Ric Flair, you kill yourself.
Yeah, the darkest shit storyline. And heck, the second Champions Road, the third Champions Road storyline in Fire Pro World was written by him as to be a sequel to that one.
All right. Well, Yatsu's doing really good in this match against Heath Herring. I think Herring probably overestimated an Olympic wrestler in Yatsu here.
Yep.
You know, Crusher Bam Bam is kind of there, and Ogasawara.
Yatsu wants revenge on Heath Herring for what he did to him.
I thought that was Gary Goodridge who beat up Yatsu at Pride.
No, I'm talking about the WJ when Yatsu faced Heath Herring.
Okay.
Remember the finish?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All I'm just gonna say is shoot knees.
Oh yeah, I can definitely understand why. And I feel like I have bad memory recently. I guess I need to eat more blueberries or something.
Man, sometimes I miss Pride, but then I remember what happened with the Las Vegas card, and it's like, oh yeah, Pride kind of deserved to die after a while.
Yeah, like by 2007, the cards were nowhere near as good as they used to be.
I mean, heck, when they tried to do their first U.S. card, it's like half the freaking guys who were supposed to be on the card ended up being told by Nevada State Athletic Commission. It's like, no, it's like all these guys are breaking the rules. It's like they can't compete.
Yeah, and then they were bought by UFC, and I'm losing respect to the current state of UFC with like how they were upset with Ngannou for having the audacity to be good.
I mean, I'm surprised a lot of people didn't see that coming. And it's like, I mean, Ngannou's entire strength was his boxing. And the guy was the champion kickboxer before he joined UFC.
Oh, that's right, and that's that screw job of a boxing fight. That is just like I haven't seen a lot of boxing, but I have seen some of the memes of some of those boxing things, like that Creator Clash 2, which was quote unquote for charity, but they lost $250,000. Where the only fight on it that I was interested in seeing was Boogie versus Wings of Redemption because it is the heaviest boxing fight to ever take place. And I was hoping that after this, one of them could turn their life around. Unfortunately, I had too high of expectations for two lolcows. Heath Herring with a spinning toe hold on Bam Bam. And Yatsu is just staring at Heath Herring, just upset at him for, you know, having the audacity to exist in his presence. He was still looking at him when getting out of the ring. You all saw that. He kept an eye on him.
I mean, heck, I remember seeing a clip from the Pride fight that Heath was in. Is like while they were doing like the referee instructions, his opponent gave him a kiss on the lips, and he just freaking punched him and knocked his ass out.
Well, I mean, to be honest, what were you expecting? I mean, I understand shock and awe mind games, but that's the type of mind games that literally says, "Hi, I want to just ruin my day." Not your day, my opponent. I want to ruin me, my day.
Did it like as soon as he did it? It's like the referee didn't go to Heath and chew him out. He went over to the guy that got knocked out.
Oh
it's
wow!
Like he Warner chewed him out, and he told us like, "The dude fucking kissed me. What the hell am I supposed to do?"
Just the whole thing, like, imagine if he did the Friday thing where he went to the guy going, "You got knocked the fuck out." Oh my gosh. But our next match is we got a fatal four-way. We got Hayabusa, Tiger Mask 4, Dr. Wagner Jr., and Donovan Morgan.
Wow.
This is gonna be good.
And this could actually be something that actually gets high ratings because for some reason WJ loves these schmoz fests.
Yeah. The fatal four-ways have generally been very good on the cards. Well, everyone pick your favorites.
TM4.
All right. I got Hayabusa.
Dr. Wagner.
How about you, Rasta and Jug? Oh, that's right. Rasta's. I always forget. Rasta's the guy who likes to be non-decisive when it comes to choices like this because he's here for the ride, not for the bet.
Like a true booker, just wants to do his best show and be there to see the show succeed.
Yeah, he's probably the guy who goes to those sporting games like soccer, football, baseball with a shirt that says, "I hope both teams have fun."
Yep.
But either way, Donovan Morgan, he's an interesting guy.
Hey,
What? All I heard was broken audio for Rasta.
I hate console war. Did you know about the All Japan Junior belt? El Lindemann is currently holding it.
That's right.
Yeah, I
and
heard about
he
that.
recently defended it against Jonathan Gresham, of all people.
You gotta watch that show.
I know. I found the torrent for the day show. I know I want to show the night show someday.
Also, it looks like Katsuhiko Nakajima is freelancing again in All Japan.
Yeah, he might sign a contract maybe.
Let's
Because I
hope
know
so.
that with his invasion of All Japan, they've got a lot of coverage.
Yeah, with El Lindemann being the junior champion All Japan, it helps GLEAT get their name out there, or at least their
Yeah.
G Pro brand, or at least their G Pro brand.
The good part, the GLEAT MMA, that was not good. I remember we all saw
Yeah,
that
but the
show
GLEAT-
and it just did not deliver.
How's Legit UWF doing?
Probably all right. I haven't seen anyone upset at those.
I have to say,
Oh, that's
GLEAT and All
right
Japan
about
have
that,
been
John.
lagging.
Yeah, that creator slash owner was he's a, what was his name? Like iDudes or something?
Yeah, I dub.
Yeah, he's,
And
what a, like, he went from being content cop to being a lol cow.
I actually watched him back in the day, back when he did Overgirls videos, which is the sequel to the rabbit kung fu game Lugaru.
Oh, wow. Now, when it comes to like those YouTubers that had the rise and never really had a fall, I would say critical, but there's one thing, like the current state where he does the commentary on YouTube drama, I don't agree. I liked his older videos when he like just played deadpan Oregon Trail.
One of the best
Do you know
YouTubers
what one YouTube does? Do you know who's one of the best YouTubers?
Who's that?
I've.
Angry Video Game Nerd.
He is the original YouTuber, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see any issues to complain about Angry Video
I'm a-
Game Nerd,
be
except that
right back.
his quality went downhill ever since the movie.
Yeah, ever since actually the Fall of Screw Attack, I think his quality went down.
Like, I'm not gonna say like Screenwave are ruining him. I just think that they are kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Well, the thing is, it's like a lot of his thing with Angry Video Game Nerd was supposed to be like nostalgic games, and it's like now they're kind of making him go more modern and less nostalgic, and it's like, that was never what he was any good at.
You know what'd be a better idea? They should have like Angry Video Game Nerd do audiobooks of the Nintendo Power magazines. I think that would be good, because like he had that episode talking about Nintendo Power. Have him just read through an entire issue. Boom, you have an
In fact,
audiobook of him going
I actually remember when Screw Attack was around, their owner, Stuttering Craig, someone actually asked him how he got that nickname, and he's like, funny enough, because I played professional slam ball. It's like my coach called me Stuttering Craig all the time because I stuttered back then.
Wow. What an honor. The gym teacher gets to have an online legacy now. But either way, we got this big old match. Donovan Morgan is the only guy without a mask.
What's the National Slam Ball?
I think that's like a
Yeah,
softball.
Donovan Morgan is one of those juniors who's just one of those juniors.
Slam ball is essentially like basketball, but they had like
If I were to,
trampolines.
Oh,
They had like trampolines around the key, so you could hit the trampoline and do like really amazing dunks.
Oh, okay.
if I would describe Donovan Morgan, I would describe him as
yeah,
one of those
call that
juniors in a
trampoline
video game that you never ever play as because he just looks boring.
I would go with that. Like another good example of that would be, say, Jinder Mahal in WWE 2K14, or
Because
Maven
now
in
he was
Shut Your Mouth.
in Dream Man Band, so he had something, but in the WWE he was nothing.
Oh, okay.
Is this elimination or one fall?
Elimination.
Battle Royal
All
Fatal
Fatal
4-Way.
4-Ways are own or Battle Royal.
Thank you, G.
The only one fall is 3-way match.
And the triple threats can be funny. Well, looks like Hayabusa and Tiger Mask are trading pinfalls.
They're trading the high-speed technical martial arts and wrestling, which they are known for.
Oh, yeah. But you know what, Rasta? I'll check a look on Archive or VK video for the All Japan Day show where they had the Jonathan Gresham versus Al Lindemann title match for you and send it to you.
Lindemann!
I just kind of find it funny that I think I was the one who made the joke to someone, but the only reason why Jonathan Gresham got a tour in All Japan was because El Lindemann wanted to tower over someone for once.
Yep.
That's funny. Like, I always look into Strong Hearts, and I'm surprised that the only real member who's like over 30 is like Cena. Everyone else is still within their 20s.
I guess that's just the whole, I'm here to train them, these are my heirs. Cena, though, I'm surprised we never got the Cena versus John Cena battle. Oh, we almost got our first elimination there. Oh, what a cutter. Do you call it a Donovan cutter or a Morgan cutter?
We called it a Donovan Crusher.
Okay.
He used the Ace Crusher version.
Alright.
There's a whole lot of high-impact recreational violence going on in this ring, right? You know, that's all.
Hayabusa just really wants to bully Tiger Mask.
Oh, by the way, referring to pro wrestling as recreational violence, that's my thing. That's trademark.
Oh, and there we go. Tiger Mask is the first man eliminated by Hayabusa.
I remember the wrestling match in Maryland Championship Wrestling where the tagline for it was actually legalized assault.
Well, that's one way of seeing it, I guess.
It was a match between.
Morgan wasn't the first one.
It was a match between the lead booker, Dan McDevitt, under his corporal punishment gimmick, and one of the younger guys, Zach Shane, and he tagged it as legalized assault because Zach started hitting on his wife.
Oh wow. Oh, is he gonna steal a pin? Oh. And I noticed they're now going after Wagner.
Makes sense. He's the one with the least damage.
Yeah, but it's you're saying with Morgan not being the first eliminated, sometimes that happens where sometimes it just goes down to who gets double teamed the most, and Tiger Mask unfortunately wanted to be around everyone. Now down to Hayabusa and Morgan. But Hayabusa spamming his finishers, and there you go. Your winner, Hayabusa.
Yeah. You know what's one thing I found annoying about certain promotions?
What's that?
That they always like. You remember like those promotions like had matches with like often show off their high flying wrestlers and stuff, but they never created a belt for them.
Yeah, for that, I guess is they didn't get a chance to. But either way, we got our big
Like
match
promotion-
here.
Yep, like promotions like ECW, XPW, they never made a belt for those high
Well,
flyers.
Closest we
ECW
had
had
was the
that.
TV belt.
ECW had the partnership with the with Frontier Martial Arts, so they probably used the FMW Junior title as like their go-to.
That was an FMW Junior title.
Yeah, it's the Indie Junior title now.
They probably didn't, because
Well, I have a question for you, Rasta, since that match. Would you be okay for the next 0-1 show, Hayabusa challenges for the junior heavyweight title at 0-1?
alright, yeah, I could, yeah, that'd be good.
Alright, I'll write that down while we get ready for our next match. There we go. Our next match, we're going to be seeing everyone's favorite Takeshi tag team. We got Takeshi Morishima versus... sorry, no, it's a tag team of Morishima. I messed that up.
Oh
Wow.
god, this
Wow.
whole new levels suck.
Why you
San Jose Sharks just tied the NHL record for the worst start in the season.
Well, that ain't good.
Yeah, they tied the record at 11 straight losses.
That is
Yikes.
definitely
If
bad.
they lose one more, they set the record for the worst team to start.
Oh, that's right, with Morishima. What costume do you want for Morishima?
Well,
Okay, one it is.
Morishima and Rikio.
Yeah, that is the tag team usually, but this one is going to be Morishima and Shiga. Now, what costume does Shiga go in today?
let's see. It's white one.
Alright. And their opponents, all the way from a very crazy place in the world, we got Carl Gotch as he teams with Takuma Sano.
Oh god.
Yo,
And
fuck this.
who is
Hey!
Sano's costume going to be?
You do is type 1.
Alright.
Oh, Gotch is bad enough, but Sano might.
Oh, yeah.
Gotch and Sano might kill somebody on accident.
Yeah, this is going to be a very gruesome tag team.
Carl Gotch, the man who trained the murder grandpa Suzuki.
I bet he's watching this match tentatively.
Would that mean that Gotch is the murder great grandpa?
Yes.
Yep. He's either watching this match or he's watching the most recent episode of One Piece. Who knows?
Unfortunately, that One Piece episode is filler.
Then he's probably just reading a manga.
Unfortunately, the manga is on the filler. But
Yeah, because Oda has no fucking clue what he wants to do with it anymore.
you know what he
He
could
says
do?
he
He
knows
could just
how
have
he
them
wants to
fucking
end it,
find
he
the
just
One
doesn't know
Piece at
how
this
he-
point.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
says he
get it,
knows
it
what he
prints
wants.
money, but still.
Like he says, he knows how he wants to end it, but he still doesn't know how the hell he's gonna get there.
How about they just press the fast forward button?
Oh, like, yeah, I do like what No More Heroes did with the backstory of one of their characters to just fast forward through it all.
Exactly. Because I think we would all be okay with that.
It's funny too, because when they fast forwarded, they actually broke the fourth wall in universe, and Travis looked right at her and it's like, you know, why would we even do that? And she chimes in, it's like she said it's like so we can actually freaking ship. Do you want this to become No More Heroes forever?
My gosh. What a joke. Now this is going to be an interesting bout. Who does everyone got?
Gotch and Sano.
All right. How about you, Ian?
Gotch and Sano.
Oh yeah, I've heard about the whole Carmelo Hayes doing those crazy moves, Jug.
I think it's less about Carmelo and more about the guy he's hitting.
Nah, it's totally about Carmelo. Everything has to be about Carmelo in NXT because he is that darn good. Now, speaking of
I'm
that darn
waiting.
good, what do you guys think of the Lexus King so far in NXT?
I haven't watched NXT in a while, so I have no clue.
I've not
Okay.
seen too much of him either.
I've seen his promos, and the promos are doing good, I'd say.
I think Carmelo Hayes is gonna have like a situation like Osprey. Like when Osprey tried to do that backflip shooting star off the apron, missed and landed headfirst on the apron, and damn near broke his neck.
Yeah,
Like, and
thank
after that,
goodness that Will
and,
Ospreay is all
and
right.
after that, Osprey actually kind of started toning down his high flying shit. That's when he started implementing like Stormbreaker and eventually the Hidden Blade.
Oh, it's okay, Jug. I don't know what the finishing move he has is either. Like I said, I've only seen like 2 NXT episodes that he was on, and they were both promos. Oh. Oh, is this it?
Oh, it's Randy Orton's like Drake DDT.
But with a bit of a neck twister at the end. That one is very situational. I think he should try to get a better finishing move in the long run. Like against jobbers, yeah, whatever. But if you're trying to be like NXT champion and that's what you do, nah, that won't work. But either way, this little bout, Shiga's keeping Sano down on the ground.
Kind of makes me think of Steve Austin's old finisher in WCW, the stun gun.
Oh yeah.
Where you just throw a guy up and land him on the top rope, and that was somehow his damn finisher.
And meanwhile, here, Morris Shiga. Is that the proper team name for these two, Rasta?
The proper one, I'm gonna call this team Burning Wild.
Okay, Burning Wild is doing pretty good in this one. Speaking of that, what was everyone's favorite Kentaro Shiga moment?
Can't say as I have one.
Yeah, I felt that would happen.
Solid matches. He was actually solid in 0-1. He had great matches there. But then the injury
0-1. I've never seen 0-1. So.
I didn't recall him doing 0-1 matches off the top of my head.
He did do it, and most of them.
Did he mostly do like? Was he mostly like just the traveling freelancer?
Or was it like in the early days when Noah was there to have some shows with, like, say, Sugiura versus Alexander Otsuka, which was, in my opinion, the match that made Sugiura into the future star that he would be. Where you saw that match and you would say, he's going to be big one day.
And he was.
But with Shiga, like, for me, he was best in the early Noah 6-man tags when he was with Kenta Kobashi against the likes of Jun Akiyama during that feud. Because it looked like Shiga was going to side with Akiyama, but then he's like, no, I'm going to side with my best friend in the whole wide world, Kenta Kobashi. And then Akiyama purposely tried to bully him into matches, and it added a lot of flair and flavor, like more drama, because it's not just like one guy feuding with another guy with henchmen. It was this guy is feuding with more than just one guy in that opposing team.
I remember seeing clips from like Kenta Kobashi's title reign, the Reign of Fire, and one was actually his title match against Tamon Honda. It's like you can tell watching this match. This is just a friendly fight between friends.
Oh, but it was intense.
Yeah.
Damon Honda, like, people complain that he gets lazy, but when he actually tries, it shows. And that
Yeah,
match
they
with
said-
Kobashi is a great example of that.
Yeah, this is what the guy said when he was reviewing it. It's like, this is Tamon at his best because this is Tamon fighting his friend who he knows is going to beat the shit out of him if he doesn't try.
Yeah, another, like, if we want to do a match that doesn't have Kenta Kobashi for a great Tamon Honda match, him and Jun Izumida versus Hayabusa and Shinsei Shinzaki in All Japan over the All Asia tag titles. They had some good bouts.
Northern Light Bomb.
Oh yeah. Drop kick to the knee, the most dangerous spot to hit a drop kick at.
Reversal on bar. Oop, Kolgacher's I think he's about to finish him off right here.
He just wants to watch his best friend in the whole wide world, Takuma Sano, do stuff. He looks at Takuma Sano and goes, "Hey, that's pretty good. I like what I see." Oh, that a big German almost got him. Morishima needs to do a lot of... He has to be very tactical on this bout right now because he could try to say like, "Oh, my weight will make Gotch not lift me and dead throw me all over the place," but
Seems
Gotch
to
is
get
proving
on
that
dragging
wrong.
leg back on.
And that high angle German, like, I never thought I would see a German be made into a snap suplex with how fast it was.
Snap German.
And Sano got the pin on Shiga.
Or powerbomb.
Yay! The red team won. Let's go.
And with this, we're getting into the final stretch. And let me tell you, these next 3 matches are going to be big. I am not happy with the crowd reaction.
Why? What was it?
59.
That was 10 points away from what it should have been.
Exactly. Well, either way, we got a big grudge match here. These two, if I recall, were former WMG Tag Team Champions. And now they're going to kill each other for our entertainment. We got Johnny Ace versus Hiroshi Hase. And what outfit will he wear today, Rasta?
Let's see him wear his classic one.
Okay, there's his 1 and 2 are his bat. 3 is the first of his classic.
Yeah, let's do that one.
4 is just the same except with white boots. Okay. So here we go.
What do you mean you can't?
What type of headline is this? Ric Flair accuses many of being jealous about his return to television. If by jealous you mean face palming, then if that's your definition, then yes.
Oh, have you also heard of the Ricky Flair against the wrestle?
Ah, please no. Rick, just don't even... If you want to be at a wrestling promotion, just be a road agent or something.
Jesus Christ, man. AEW is kind of downgrading.
What? I mean, this is what happened to that party at like when their major shows and Matt his head on the concrete and let him keep wrestling. But I don't think AEW did anything that was hell.
And I am,
Wait, what? What was Landrew saying?
There was a show like during the pandemic where during a match, Matt Hardy's head just whops the concrete concourse between Daly's place and the Jaguars stadium, and
Lord.
could tell Matt was completely out of it. Aubrey Edwards just looking for like a second game to thumbs up from last week.
Yeah, it looked like they were gonna end the match right there, but then for some reason, oh, they're brawling. We got to continue the match, which I just like. People still on Cage Match rank that as the worst match in AEW history, and I understand heavily why.
AEW still does that. There's a recent match where something like that happened again, and they still let the guy compete.
Like, I understand how some people, they don't want to just give up in the middle of like a ouchie. They don't want to Sin Cara it, but at the same time, sometimes those ouchies are actually injuries.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially with Shibata. Like, anything that's anywhere near the head on Shibata, I'd be fucking afraid of.
Yeah. Just don't do any headbutts or just if you're gonna do any type of big move and it has to involve that area, make sure he lands on his shoulders.
With recently
Oh, Zach,
people
your
got
headset.
got up in arms that AEW said that one of the road agents for AEW said it's like, I need to clear everything if you're gonna do this, and everyone got upset, and Brian says like, that's what I do. It's like, I literally clear it with all my damn doctors before I do it. Like, if one of my doctors says I can't do it, I ain't gonna fucking risk it.
Yeah, and he has a good reason to. He had numerous. So far, so good, Zach. I just, we have another GoFundMe outside of getting Voodoo a new headset. It's getting Zach a freaking shave. Then again, Ian, you're near him. You're in the DMV area, aren't you?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's go to Zach's house with like one of those razors and do it for us.
Oh, by the way, for whatever reason, dumbass Discord turned my noise suppression off again.
That's Discord. It hates everyone. Like, sometimes I'm streaming something with, like, say, Geronimo. We're just talking. Then all of a sudden, the whole app just has to refresh at the worst possible time, and then we have to get back to where we were last. It sucks. Discord is just... What is wrong with that site? Or just the app in general? But at the same time, this is how we communicate, so I can't really be that angry. Either way, Hiroshi Hase, one of the best tag team wrestlers.
Not as X.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm just gonna say something. Zoom, I think, is very overrated. Like, I get it for those big meetings where you have to have like 20 people, but for one-on-one, Zoom is pointless.
Yeah.
Like, if you just have a one-on-one meeting, just use either Discord or Skype.
Yeah, Zoom really only became popular because it's like everyone started using it over the pandemic for office stuff or for classes.
And then, of course, you have to pay to keep, to have longer calls and all that. Well, sometimes conversations can last more than just 45 minutes, especially if it's like a game stream or whatnot. Or like with me and Geronimo, sometimes we could talk for 2 hours about anything and everything.
Like, back to your point about like YouTubers who are good, who've never really had a fall. Oversimplified.
Oh yeah, him. Oh, I got another one. You ever heard of that Steve MRE guy?
No.
Yep.
He's the guy who just eats MREs and reviews them. There was a famous one he did where he did one of those German World War II rations that had the meth candy chocolate.
Oh yeah, the tankers rations.
And he's like, oh, that's pretty bad. Then as you watch the rest of the video, you see his hand shake. So it's like,
yeah. Because the entire point of that, I've actually read it, and they said the entire point of that was to keep the Panzer operators awake.
Oh.
It's like these guys are in charge of very heavy machinery. You don't want them fucking falling asleep behind the wheel.
Oh, definitely, I understand.
Hey, Hase, oh my goodness.
I know, I was shocked at that. Like, he did a Cobra Clutch suplex and has not gotten up. My
Hase,
gosh,
I guess Hase is this shit's Shun Skywalker.
that is devastating. But Johnny Ace with the win here. Who knows what Johnny Ace can do after that victory? But
I
speaking
remember
of
seeing a
what to
show
do next,
where Shun was actually on the card, and I even said, it's like, oh, hey, look, Shun, I haven't seen him since he got killed at Dragon Gate.
and then he proceeds to die again.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like Lindsay Dorado, where he's just gonna have many humorous deaths.
That'd be funny. But
In
we
fact,
have an interesting bout here.
Like, Lindsay Dorado is effed up. Like, I think he's like partially blind in one eye and things like that, and he says like, oh, it's all because of the damage I've taken.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's from the damage. We have an interesting bout here. We have Abdullah the Butcher and Kendo Kashin. These guys who just cannot be defeated. Defending the tag team titles. Wow. What perfect timing, JM. Right when we get to Abdullah the Butcher's match, you come in.
Oh my god. Hepatitis K.
What timing.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, the semi-main event, tag team title match, IWGP champion Abdullah the Butcher and his little buddy Kendo Kashin defend the tag titles against Jushin Liger and Dynamite Kid.
Oh my god, what a combination.
You come in at the perfect time.
Like, as soon as he said Abdullah the Butcher, you popped in.
That's just funny. Just speak up to the Butcher and he appears. So,
Hello.
hello.
Can anybody hear me?
Hello,
Oh,
Abdullah.
hello
Are
there.
you? Do you have any promo before we start your tag team title match?
Yes, this is the Abdullah the Butcher. Do not fuck with me. I am the greatest IWGP champion of all time. I am better than Inoki.
I didn't even know Inoki held that belt. Oh wait, no, yeah, he did. Man, I'm stupid.
Like, I think like the first few
He
years
was the first
he
one.
did.
Why am I stupid? Oh my gosh.
I bladed Ric Flair like a stuffed pig in the territories.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
that.
fuck, and fuck the Dusty Rhodes.
The fuck the Dusty Rhodes.
Because he tried to Jedi mind bend my fork.
Oh, that's right, because Dusty Rhodes with that one WCW match is. Oh my gosh, what a fucking wild time that was.
He tried him and his buddy. They literally tried to execute me on international pay-per-view. I found that to be a travesty of justice. I sued that motherfucker for all he worth, and
Well,
I used
don't
it to make the Mega Butcher shop.
Don't be too upset because the WCW fans thought that was the dumbest thing ever.
I'm just curious now. This Mega Butcher Shop, is it just basically a Costco-sized butcher shop?
It is the size of a Walmart. All meat, all around the world, all cut and seared meat. Austin is my number one customer.
Oh wow.
And the jug man, he be buying the meat for his baguette.
Is there a bakery next door?
Where is my best friend forever? Where is JM? His favorite IWGP champion is here. I literally got a letter earlier in the week saying, I'm next. Is this who am I facing? Mr. I'm next week?
I don't know who I'm next is, but he sounds like he's a very angry person. I think he might have anger problems.
It just says GB, and it just goes, you're next, What kind of method of challenge is this? Well, I guess I'll find out when I go there next week. And it looks like JM's not here, so I will go and do my tag team title defense. Joe, I have a piece of baguette for you in the car!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Abdullah the Butcher, and he is going to defend the tag team titles. All right.
JM, he's gone. You can come out now.
All right, I'm safe.
Yeah, I smelled barbecue sauce when he left the room for some reason.
I was hiding JM in my dressing room until Abdullah left.
I didn't even know we were
I don't
in
know
the
if that was-
lockers and all that for the commentary table.
Some of them are doing it by Skype because there's still COVID restrictions.
Ah, that would explain a lot. Well, either way, what a semi-main event. Oh yeah, we had some other interesting stuff happen, JM. We had a fatal 4-way, 80%, Hayabusa won. And with this, he was given an invitation to challenge for the junior heavyweight title in 0-1.
Of course, the Fatal 4-Way is the highest rated match in World Japan.
Yep, it was a WJ crowd too, Jug.
Yeah, World Japan people, they don't know what they want.
Apparently
But for
they
some reason,
wanted
they
fatal
absolutely
4-ways.
love Battle Royals.
Alright. I hope you guys learned a valuable lesson yesterday.
What was that?
Beware of blood money. Of the blood money show.
Makala kasito mo makala. Kasito mo mala.
What
Malaha.
blood money show?
Oh,
The
I think
Crown
he's
Jewel.
talking about the Saudi show in WWE.
Oh, God. Jug, I'm disappointed in you. I am very disappointed in you, Jug. You told me you would rather watch Crown Jewel. Shame. 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 Shame to
Oh
this
god, the
man.
belt actually fits Abdul the Butcher.
Oh, yeah, because here in World Japan, leather is elastic.
It's perfect for my tummy.
Well, that's a...
Alright, hold on, guys. I gotta check out the pizza.
Alright, see you in a moment. But here we go.
No.
This is going to be a crazy bout.
No, WWE's ideas for a new batch of wrestlers is just insane. Failed NFL players and amateur wrestlers trying to find that next Kurt Angle.
Remember that Gable Stevenson or whatever his name? They were big on him until there was some allegation against him, then they just hid him.
Yeah, and then his first match in NXT just wasn't good at all.
Who trained him?
I
Like
think
at
the
the-
WWE did.
Yeah, like I
think
know
he's
the Performance
in the
Center,
Performance Center.
but who in the Performance Center is like the guy that you should say is in charge of the training? Like Albert or something? Because if I recall...
Yeah, I think Matt Bloom.
Okay. A-Train, Albert, Giant Bernard, all the names.
Tensai.
We don't talk about the Tensai one that much for unfortunate reasons. That could have been cool, but they gave it to the wrong guy. Oh, trained by Mr. Kennedy? Is that Ken Anderson?
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. That is, I never expected that as someone who would train wrestlers, to be honest. Then again, I mean, wrestling is one of those most unpredictable things in the world, so that's understandable.
I mean, it's like Impact Wrestling going back to the DNA. What expected that?
Oh, wow. People are rough on him. 0.44 cage match rating.
Yo.
He can't be that bad, can he?
Yo. Yo.
Like, when I think of that rating, I think of, like, say, Chikara Momota, the grandson of Ricky Dozan, who all he does is chops and scream. If you want, we could put his... You know, maybe we should put his match on. It's 5... He's only had one match? Okay, only one match.
It was so
They're judging him
on
after
Impact
one
TV.
match? Like, Oh, a live match. Okay.
Live match.
Like, now how bad am I expecting this to be? Like, Raja Lion bad? For like a one-match thing? Or is it more like he's just clumsy? Well, actually, I can't really say clumsy as a difference because Raja Lion was extremely clumsy. He fell over after making a kick. Now,
Yeah, it's clumsy.
oh my god. Now the next question is, was the crowd laughing during his match? I'm just more concentrated on all these questions about Gable Stevenson or whatever his name is. Oh, they hated it.
I mean, NXT is the one place where you do not want to screw up because those fans will let you know.
Oh yeah, because you basically have to Full Sail Academy. That's like what, a graphic computer design
But it's
class
not
or
even Full Sail
school?
anymore. It's the Performance Center.
Oh, okay. Same area, right?
Yeah.
Orlando,
Same
Florida.
area. It's just now in like it's still in Orlando. They just have it in like a special area in the Performance Center where it's intended to do live shows.
Oh, okay.
Like they've been there since the pandemic.
Oh, Kendo Cashin with a tombstone on Dynamite Kid. And now they're playing Tipsy Turvy in an armbar. That's just crazy that Abdullah the Butcher is not just a tag team champion, but an IWGP heavyweight champion. And who knows, maybe World Japan might take the 0-1 belt next time with this New Japan belt they have. Oh, Abdullah's bleeding to the shock of no one. Now he's just beating the living daylights out of Liger. They did the Fire Pro special. Love to see the Fire Pro special. It is the greatest move in the history of our sport.
Alright guys, I'm back.
Yeah, so we have some terrible news for you. Abdullah the Butcher is bleeding.
No.
I know, he's spilling his barbecue sauce all over the ring. It's a limited edition.
Yes, everyone can have it.
Also, Jug is going to have me check something after our show before, because I wanted to show this Dragon Gate show I found on the internet that we could check out after. Because we haven't seen a lot of Dragon Gate.
That Dragon Gate show's from 2005, right?
The one I found is 2009. It has a bunch of names on here.
Oh wow, it might have the old school Open the Dream Gate belt, and then it's the Open the Dream Gate belt up for grabs.
Yeah, it's the main event. Some of the names on here that we recognize, we got Akira Tozawa, Masaki Mochizuki, Nakajima, Kento Miyahara are on this card. Kensuke Sasaki is facing Stalker Ichikawa.
Poor Kensuke.
Yeah, we got Sema, we got Dragon Kid, Shingo Takagi, BB Hulk, Pac. We got a mask versus hair match, and then the main event is Naruki Doi defending the Open the Dream Gate title against Koji Kanemoto. And
Nice.
From what I've seen, this is actually their anniversary show in 2009 at Sumo Hall. Their
cool.
biggest show in terms of attendance. So I'm interested in seeing this one.
I know the show we saw previously was like Dead or Alive from that year.
Oh yeah, it seems like 2009 Dragon Gate, they just had a lot of fun stuff for us to look at. What do you think of those people in that show? Oh, speaking of, Sudanese meat cleaver.
I know Shingo's good.
Let's do the champion!
Liger is just accepting his punishment right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, he's fighting back.
Butcher!
This team can never lose. Has anyone else noticed that?
They got close because
70%.
look at Kendo. Kendo's dead.
He's always
Mostly,
dead.
the strategy is to focus on Kendo.
But Kendo is such a sneaky guy. So next week.
Yeah, back when champions were also presented trophies.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a good trophy once in a while, you know.
Yeah, next week we're back at everybody's favorite promotion, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Where Abdullah the Butcher faces off against Mr. I'm Next.
You'll find out who next Sunday.
But until then, we have our main event. We have Toshiaki Kawada. What outfit is he wearing, Rasta? Rasta.
He's wearing his second outfit.
Okay. As he teams with Shinya Hashimoto.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, Pantry's favorite
Like
loser.
boy.
And what is Shinya wearing?
Like boy.
Alright, as they face probably a team you least expect, because this is Kota Fuyuki, former world champion in World Japan, as he teams with Akira Taue.
Oh boy.
And what's Taue wearing?
There's type 3.
Alright,
3 of the 4 pillars.
so this is definitely going to be a special looking match. The world title may not be on the line, but there is something on the line. And you know what that is?
Dignity.
That too. I was thinking pride. And then Jug would get his big taiko drums and go do 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 after I say pride.
Kota Fuyuki trying to bring sports entertainment into World Japan, trying to poison the sanctity of the promotion.
There's sanctity in World Japan.
Well, in Rasta's, yes.
It's funny though, because Kota Fuyuki has been getting far better crowd reaction on average compared to other wrestlers in the promotion. And he did beat Kawada and also beat Scott Norton for the world title before losing it to Kawada in a rematch.
This man's trying to form the Fuyuki Appreciation Society.
Well, Taue, Kawada, and whatnot, they are getting a big battle in the future, I think. Shinya Hashimoto, he just really wants to hang out with Kawada sometimes.
I just want to go and just like dynamite kick stuff.
There will be many kicks. There will be many hits. But most of all, there will be violence.
Especially with Kawada, holy crap.
Yo, do you guys remember when we were trying to find those New Japan shows that had that one song in it
Which one?
in Dark Period?
Which song specifically in the dark period?
You remember? So I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it was the one that had that rock song.
Oh, the one where there's the guy doing like some of that, you know, the heavy metal scream that sounds like he has laryngitis at the beginning.
Yeah, like so.
Oh, I got that.
Back it up. Yeah. So one of the guys in one of the discords were talking about that, and it seems like those shows, though they actually did all the smaller, I think the smaller medium New Japan shows around that period, and they are never giving up that library.
Oh, that's a shame.
They own those tapes exclusively.
Wow.
So unless you're like a tape trader or had them shits on DVD, those are gonna be like super rare finds.
Okay, well, I got a WMA. I thought it was an MP3. I apologize for that. I posted in music and themes. Let's see if that's the one you're looking for. If not, then I apologize.
Odo is in a temporary team up with Kawada. Kota just wants to get his belt back.
I see.
Well, I'm gonna open it and I'll tell you, because I have it in my likes. I have it in my likes on YouTube.
Meanwhile, Shinya Hashimoto is trying to get back to his glory days. He's trying to muster a comeback to WJ.
I see. Let's see if he can get that in this match. But until then, we got Kota Fuyuki doing the same move that Kawada does. I'm sorry, what was that? Wrong one?
I said that's not the one.
Okay, so I got the wrong one then.
I call this the King of the Hill
Yeah.
tag match.
I'm gonna look for it real quick, and I'll tell you which one it was, because you actually were the one who gave me the link to it.
I'm trying to remember which one it was.
You remember early in the Pantryverse, you said that Shinya Hashimoto and Koto Fuyuki's situation kind of sounds like something straight out of King of the Hill, so I'm calling this the King of the Hill tag match.
Who's Hank and who's Dale?
I would assume that
No,
Koto
Koto's
Fuyuki's
John
the Dale
Redcorn and
because
his
his
Dale.
wife is cheating on him with Hashimoto, and
So-
Hashimoto would be John Redcorn,
John
to be
Redcorn.
precise. I would take it Kawada is the Hank Hill
Yeah,
because I'm gonna kick your ass. I'll tell you what.
And
I've got
Tao
it.
is and Tao is the
Do you
Boomhauer.
remember Basic Breakdown from Apartment 26?
I don't remember. But,
Give me a second. I'll
yeah, Ian Boomhauer Talways. I never knew I wanted that until today.
That's funny how popular King of the Hill's becoming again.
Oh yeah, because that whole news about a reboot. It's gonna be hard to do because, you know, Dale died.
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. That's the one.
Boys, I'm gonna excuse myself to go get that shit.
I was looking for a big week.
The thing is,
competing
like,
to get enough
how much-
WMJ man.
I don't know if King of the Hill could work in the modern day.
Well, all you have to do is have it take place in Texas. Halfway there.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
don't
question.
know if it would work with it in modern day because of Quan and Redcorn. It's like, while everyone else around them kind of treated them with respect, it's like Quan himself was pretty much just a stereotype. It was pretty much just a caricature stereotype.
Khan was good though, I thought, because his whole thing was that he was obnoxious and had an inferiority complex where he acted like he was superior to everyone else.
I have to say, John Redcorn not being able to raise his own kid is punishment.
Yeah, it's very karma, like very karmic to him.
Bye, motherfucker.
Because, like, he could do anything he wants, but in the end, he'll never really have a kid.
And it was funny too, like, they even brought up, like, Dale's entire thing is that he has all these conspiracy theories. It's like the one conspiracy theory that's kind of true that his son's not actually his, he's completely unaware of.
His conspiracy is that aliens, which is even funnier. Oh yeah, and then there's the other one where it's like he thinks John Redcorn is gay. But oh yeah, Zach left to take care of something. Here we go. Fuyuki and Taue doing some big damage here. I just realized it's Trunks versus Pants in this match.
Yeah, I just noticed
The one thing Redcorn wants, he can't have. Karma.
Exactly. Now the next question is, who is the overall worst character in King of the Hill? For me, I'm gonna say Buck Strickland.
Yeah, do you remember that one episode when Hank was smoking pot?
Oh yeah, that was the one where like there is a part 2, and he thinks he's gonna go to jail for that, but there's a murder investigation going on, and he's even more paranoid, and Buck is trying to frame Hank Hill for the murder.
Oh yeah, and there's also the fact that, the propane dude's wife was trying to sleep with Hank in the same episode.
Yeah,
in the part
and
1.
how they were saying it makes soup, which is very, very inappropriate. It's just
my
like,
favorite. I love that. I honestly loved King of the Hill when I was growing up.
yeah, it's a very like. Some kids may not understand the humor because it's too dry for them, but I like it.
That's where satire
It's like the
were.
first ever true adult cartoon that that kind of got like that was actually kind of more like family friendly, but definitely more adult in nature.
I would say that's probably the Flintstones, because that was originally like a prime
Oh,
time.
yeah. Speaking of adult animations, I know one adult animation that I watched and I kind of don't like anymore.
Is it Family
What?
Guy?
Nope, Drawn Together.
Oh yeah, that has not aged well. There are some jokes that they do work, but overall,
And honestly,
you can tell in,
and
like,
also,
say, season 3, they did not care.
Oh,
Yeah,
Family
I
Guy
seem
is
to
about the
remember-
same.
I
It's
seem to
the same
remember
now.
Family
It's
Guy.
like Seth MacFarlane does not care about that show anymore.
Yeah, from what I've seen of Family Guy currently, it's more of we are doing our best to be
ourselves
controversial
canceled.
enough and get canceled, but Fox doesn't care.
Like,
And
especially now
Shinya
that
with
Fox
the win
is
over
held by,
Fuyuki.
especially now that Fox is owned by Disney, it's kind of a shock.
So does that mean that Peter Griffin is considered a Disney character?
Because it's on Disney Plus.
I gotta ask you guys this. What do you guys think of Billy Corgan having an angle on an NWA pay-per-view of the minister doing cocaine, and now it's gonna cost him? It might cost him their TV deal.
I think that is hilarious. They had it, and they blew it because they're stupid.
Because now
That happened to
'cause remember,
Chikara because
the CW, no, so remember the CW of the present day are super Christian.
yeah, that happened to
And now
Chikara.
they're
I remember
just
because
put NWA on the app.
Yeah, what makes it
And,
even worse is you have James Mitchell, whose whole gimmick is that he's a Satanist. Like, what were you thinking?
I remember Chikara had something like that. They tried to get a TV deal with Comedy Central. They came up with like that hypnosis gimmick for the Assyrian portal, but it actually leaked. But what happened that the show actually leaked out, and Comedy Central essentially told Chikara, like, we can't keep your shit secret. We ain't working with you.
Oh wow. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that.
so I'm about to.
What was everyone's match of the night? For me, it was the Fatal 4-Way, with second place being the tag team title match. How about everyone else?
The 4-way.
All right. Well, tune in next time when we go to New Japan, where Abdullah the Butcher faces off against Mr. I'm Next. Who could it be?